It's my final attempt at the N.y.a show. How you doing? Welcome back to the show. My dog Julian from the Rory and Maul. He used to be on the Rory and Maul podcast. He got on live last night. He on YouTube, on it and all that, but he still did. He like, I ain't did a show in a minute. I gotta get up there, put something up. I said, you know what? I'm tired as a motherfucker too. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a new N.y.a show. So I appreciate the continued support of the show as I get into how a mother is balancing life and pursuit of dreams. An interview with actress Breyonna M. Thomas by Ajay Tambe, as well as Spirit Arrest, an award-winning short film by W3 Film, available on YouTube. So please be sure to tap into those. I hope everybody's been doing well. Like I said, I will not be before you long. You see doggy laying down there, my son watching TV and shit. But will not be before you long, but I will tap right into this nuthead story here about a story I initially seen where it said 8 people had been had lost their life and one person to a gunshot wound. And something there told me that it was more to the story. So I'm like, how do 8 people end up in a burning house? You know what I'm saying? And it was a nice house, a beautiful house too. So that just lets you know, like you said, crime does not have any jurisdiction. Crime don't have no jurisdiction. Like it be anywhere. The flyest neighborhoods to the crappiest neighborhoods. It gets everybody. And this is one of those examples of how it gets everybody. Like the death of Grand Haven family ruled as a Turger suicide because unalive. Certain words I can't say on YouTube and TikTok and all that video. They're gonna snap it that quick. So y'all know what I mean. You see the words on the screen. So I'm going to go straight into, I believe this is all right, here's the actual, let me see if I can get this news story going and make sure I got all my sound linked up. But I want to show the news clip real quick, and then I'll just come back and make my comments. And then, y'all leave in the comments, let me know what y'all thoughts are. But it's definitely nuthead behavior. See if I gotta watch an ad or something.
iExcel is helping 15 million students succeed in math and language arts.
I'll pay for YouTube.
On iExcel, your child.
The Ottawa County Sheriff's Office says 47-year-old Christopher Korolkovich shot and killed his wife Amanda and their 6 children. A fire was intentionally set in several places throughout the house before Christopher shot himself. After today's press conference, questions remain on why he did it and when those murders took place. Captain Jake Sparks began his remarks Monday by emphasizing the scope of what happened last week in a quiet Grand Haven neighborhood.
This is far more than a news story. This situation personally impacts dozens, if not hundreds, of people in the county. Our hearts go out to those families.
Police were called to Riverside Trail to investigate reports of smoke when they discovered a fire at the Korolkovich home. Inside, they found the bodies of all 8 family members. Police did not give the names of the children, but said they included boys aged 15, 12, 11, and 5, and 2 girls aged 11, all found inside their bedrooms. A preliminary investigation showed a fire was intentionally set in several places on the first floor and basement of the home following the murders. Several dogs and at least 1 cat also died in the fire. Sparks says they may have taken place long before their discovery around noon on Friday.
We believe that this incident could have started the night before and then carried over into the morning, early morning hours.
The sheriff's office did not find any sign of a struggle and said no one aside from Christopher fired the handgun used in the killings. Neighbors told News Channel 3 they never had any indication something like this would happen, a feeling echoed by police.
Is there a history of calls for law enforcement to this residence at all?
I'm not aware of any, no.
Her parents are just beyond words, devastated.
Amanda's cousin Emily Jones spoke on behalf of the family. She said Amanda loved her kids and traveling and had recently earned a master's degree in education. She taught at Grand Haven area public schools, who are now providing counseling support for staff and students.
If there was ever a person who truly epitomized light in the room, it was Mandy.
Friends have left a memorial in their yard with flowers, toys, and goodbye messages as police pledge a thorough investigation.
We're trying to get answers for family. We're trying to get answers for the community. We're trying to get answers for our own responders.
The Ottawa County Sheriff's Office is still seeking information. However, they ask that the community reach out with facts rather than opinions or theories. In Ottawa County, I'm Colin Roos.
And just into our newsroom tonight, we're learning that the father had worked for the American Heart Association until earlier this month. The AHA says that he was an employee from September 2023 until July of 2026. They say he was the National Vice President of Sales and Marketing and that he worked remotely for the national.
Work remotely. Man, let me just bust it down. Rest in peace to that educator. We need more educators. They don't get paid enough, and they are with our children more than we are. rest in peace to that educator, as well as these children. Two of these children are adopted. You know, wish as Logic said, I wish God could have rewritten that page. I think that's how the bar goes, or something like that. Like, don't send me to this family. You know, well-to-do family. Christopher seems to be a great job. American Heart Society. Great job. And then had the nerve to be the vice president of sales and marketing when it comes to like first aids and stuff, CPR. Are y'all serious? And then he go and do something like this, and he worked remotely. So you there interacting these people, children 15, all the ways up. Their whole life gone because they dad, because of their dad, mama, because of the dad. The dogs, the cats, that's gonna get everybody mad. The dogs and the goddamn cats too. I just don't. There's no amount of like every time I get to these kind of stories, like where it's like the father, start with yourself, bro. Just go down to the cemetery where you gonna be anyway, and go on, and let time go on. Why do people have to take all of these people with them, set the whole house on fire? Then he kill himself because he didn't want to have no accountability in this world, but he will get that accountability in the next world. I want everybody. It's gonna be the story will probably get bigger. I just seen it yesterday, so initially y'all will probably end up seeing these children's faces or the mother's face, and maybe the face of Christopher will come out at some point, because I really don't really too much like I said want to be plastering these children's faces over the internet like that. But family of 8, y'all, family of 8 living in a beautiful, nice, beautiful area.
Hi, everyone. This is Colin Roos.
Nice, beautiful area, nice, beautiful house, someplace that Alfred Miller, the brothers will never let you qualify. But he was doing well enough in life that he was living in Ottawa County and decided to do such a horrible thing to his entire family. Nutheads, complete nutheads. Start with yourself. It's the N.y.a show. Please let me know what y'all thoughts are. Yeah, please let me know what y'all thoughts are on this story, because here we are, another case, mental health, all these different things that people talk about. But at the end of the day, man, how can you truly know what's going on with people? People don't talk, especially men talk through a brick wall. They don't express, but nothing in me, nothing in me will say that you should have just went another completely different route, my G. And like you say, I tell rest in peace to the family, these children, these boys and these girls, 11-year-old, 15, 12, 11-year-old boy, 5-year-old, and to the father, rest in peace. It's the N.y.a show. I appreciate the continued support of the show, and please tap in the comment section and let me know what y'all thoughts on this story per usual. And I'll be right back, or will I, with another N.y.a show. And saying I'll see y'all next time.